Good morning, everybody. At least I hope you had a good morning. It was a very frustrating day out there today, and I'm going to run through it all with you, be fully transparent here, because something happened this morning that caused me to get a little bit tilted. And I have not felt tilted like this in really quite some time. And really, the only things that caused me to get tilted are things that I was not in control of. Which is funny because wouldn't you only be tilted over the things that you could have prevented? But that's really not the case because the thing is, if I know that I could have prevented it, I know there was a way to stop it, but this morning something bad happened right here in HWH. Now, this morning I started out on a really good note. Of course, this week has been amazing. Going back to yesterday, it was an amazing day yesterday. Only had one loss. I was green on every ticker that we traded yesterday. And last week was amazing. Tuesday was amazing. Wednesday, amazing. But today, oh, it was a grind. But let's walk through every trade that I took, dive through everything here to, it's going to be a lesson for sure. So, looking back at HWH, we had this going into market open. We had quite a few things we were watching, primarily ZMB, CIGL, and SNTG from pre-market leading gappers. And HWH was an amazing setup. It was actually from my watch list last night, and I saw this thing breaking out here going into market open. We see this big flag break to the upside here over VWAP. Amazing setup. Look at this. We get zoomed in a little bit here. We have this nice ascending resistance beneath price, or you can call this support beneath price. I take the first trade for a nice win, and the second trade is what does me a number here. So this thing breaks out. I take the first 1 minute pullback, risking this past candle's low at 660. I captured a beautiful move. We could not have asked for a better move here. From 670 all the way up to about 706. So again, start with an amazing play, but then it's downhill from there. And really a masterclass on really maintaining composure this morning and how you should. Here's the thing. What I'll say is after trading for so long, you cannot prevent tilt from happening. You cannot prevent frustration from happening. All we can do is change how we actually manage ourselves and what we act upon, how we act whenever we feel that way. And so I capture that nice first win, then I come back and look at these pullbacks because we're basing off the pre-market highs. And what do we see right here? We see big wick off the lows here. Next candle pulls back, puts in place another bottom here. I'm looking for this to start to curl back up towards these these opening highs. Beautiful setup, picture perfect cookie cut setup here. And what happens? The floor literally just falls out from underneath it. And the thing with this too, guys, was it was not a slow move. This was instantaneous. Thankfully, I did not get stuck in the halt down, but this was instantaneous. And this was almost very bad. Now, what I was doing here is I was actually in here with a fairly wide risk. I was in here at 660, risking about 630. So I already had smaller share size because we had a pretty wide stop on this to look for that curl. And so that made things a lot better here. I had super tight risk and I was risking off of 650 on this. And then I caught this massive knife for 50 cents. I'm having a pretty bad day and I'd be having to shut down on a max loss day. But thankfully it didn't happen. So nonetheless, I took a 2 times larger loss than I was expecting to take after taking a win before. And so I'm frustrated now because I came in and had a nice win. Then I come back on trade 2 and I give it all back and then some, and now I'm red on the morning. And so now that's just very frustrating. And then we move on to ZMB. And the thing with ZMB is, okay, this thing looked amazing. I came to this, and this was literally right after the trade on HWH. Literally right after. Right here was when that HWH trade happened. So the thing is, every trade on this stock, I felt extremely anxious throughout the whole move on this ticker. It was a good setup, don't get me wrong, and I didn't trade it horribly to start, but then I felt the tilt coming in, and I got a little bit frustrated, a lot of it frustrated. And so looking back at this, I want to dive into this here and walk you through my mindset where I'm sitting here now knowing that I just turned my green day red at market open because I got stuck in a massive knife. And I'm like, oh my God, so many people would have just slammed. I got slammed. And I know that's going to set the tone for the rest of the day because everybody else out there that sees that happen is like, oh, follow through is going to suck today. We're seeing halt downs on leading gapper of the morning. And so that's going to hurt follow through now because there's going to be a lack of conviction and moves out there because people are going to be expecting these knives. And that happened. That 100% happened. And so I move on over to ZNB, and I traded pretty well to start. Don't get me wrong. I had a nice pullback off the 90 MA, and I traded it perfectly. Look at this. I took the simple 1-minute pullback off the 90 MA at 270, risking off the 260, 10 cents a share of risk, and I capture a move here all the way back to 282. And then I take a re-entry here at 290. Look at that. Using this past area of supply, and I get an amazing move. Look at this. From 290 all the way to 315. And so again, I'm sitting beautiful here. We have a beautiful win here. I'm cooking at this point in time. Oh, we're making the loss back already. We're already back cooking. But at this point, I'm still trying to turn my day back into a nice green day, and so I get a little bit too aggressive. I'm already tilted from that last trade, so I feel like now I've got something to prove. You know, I got to come back and try to really take this day away now. I've got 2 nice wins here on ZNB, and I lacked some conviction on it. I will say I lacked some conviction because of that last trade, which is natural. It's going to happen. That makes you hesitate, and check out what happened here. Now, this entry right here, we had ascending resistance overhead at the top of this channel. I was looking for this pullback to continue higher, and talk about a horribly positioned entry. This is where the actual tilt happened. Now, I was a little bit frustrated after HWH, but I had a win before, so I was just small red, and so I didn't really care too much. It is what it is. But then I took this entry right here, and this is where I began to get really tilted. And so I took it off the highs here, pretty much with the same game plan as this entry back here. Literally, no different. Look at that. Look at the difference here of the setup. Literally identical setups. No different. The only difference is one followed through and one didn't. And so the same exact entry, same exact game plan. I was looking for this to get curling back up through these highs. Literally same exact game plan, no different. Looking for this curl. Well, price doesn't curl. And I take a loss here down to 309 from a 330s entry, which is not great. And then I come back again, try to play it off the bottom of its channel here, which I don't mind this entry, really. I don't really mind this. I mind this one, I don't like at all, but this one here I don't really mind because we took it at a decent spot. But this one here is a little bit... It's easy to say in hindsight because, again, it took the same trade back here and it worked out beautifully. So it's just one of those things. But I was tilted after this. I was like, man, because here's the thing. I went red after HWH. I come back to almost green here on CNB. And then I take these last 2 losses and now I'm back to red. And so now I'm just so tilted. I just came back from that and now I'm back to red again. And it did not sit well with me. And so moving on from that, let me get everything pulled up here. Hold on. Moving on from that, I went on over to CIGL here. A little break-even trade. This was a really nice setup. Look at this. Supply form from pre-market. This is just where I was like, yeah, this is just how today's going to go. Supply from pre-market. Price pulls back in a controlled way off of the opening high. I'm looking for the curl back higher. Simple supply demand pivot, my most profitable setup here. And it doesn't work out. Thing knifes down like crazy. And so, again, I'm in here break even pretty much 420, 422. I sat back on the sidelines because I was like, no, I just don't really feel comfortable here. And so, again, another really unfortunate trade. But this is where stuff turned around. So I promise it gets better. So we went on after this to BBLG. And this actually gave us some good follow through. Check this out. Had the pre-market high sitting back here in the low 3s, sitting literally right there at 315. We had this ascending channel formed going up into the highs. Take a look at this. Price pulls back over this previous high, puts in place a bottom, pulls back again, puts in place a higher low. And so now we've got this defined higher low range where I can look for these pullbacks for the room back overhead up into this previous high of day, which we got. Now, this thing had a massive knife off the high, but still traded it very well. So I played this well through here, try to get something going here from 355 back to 370, and I was just trying to break the ice a little bit more here. This thing made a move all the way to 412 and a massive grab off the high and then knifed all the way back to the floor underneath 3 almost. I mean, you figure, look at this, from 412 back to 3 in 3 minutes. Just crazy. And so had some profits on here. I'm just trying to break the ice a little bit. Let's try to get some cushion back on the morning here. This was how that started. Then we saw SKBL perking up. This looked pretty good, but volume was extremely light. But the daily here looked fantastic. You look at the daily time frame here. We had this beautiful daily flag breakout. Look at this. Over $1.20, and so this looked pretty dang good. Now, I saw price put in place these higher lows very similar to BBLG, where price, again, legs to the highs. You have this rally type move. Price pulls back, puts in place this higher low. And so I'm looking at this next pullback here, risking off the bottom of this candle. And so, again, took it here at 138, risking 135, and captured move here at about 144. It's about a 1R move. Again, getting a little bit of profit working here. Just trying to get something working. Trying to regain my composure after, by the way, between all these trades, between the loss on ZNB and the trade on BBLG, there was probably a good 15-20 minutes between those. I had to sit back and regain composure. After that, though, went on along to DLTH and really was able to do something here. Thank God. Now, this thing was awesome. Now, we had a large spurt of volume here. We also had news this morning. They had profitability news, swings to Q2 profit, reaffirms full year of 2025 outlook. And so I was like, cool, we have a good headline here. We have volume coming in here on the digestion of that news here at 10:13. We're looking at this for pullbacks. And so at first I'm waiting, and I'm sure we've all seen those Duluth commercials. So I was like, Duluth Holdings? Now you have a really nice setup here. So price breaks to the highs here and confirms off the previous high of day. We can see right here, price pulls back, confirms off previous high of day, then legs up to the highs. Now, after confirming back to those highs, well, this thing clearly wants to head higher, and the daily here was insane with range. Really nothing stopping us from seeing the fours. And so what happens is price pulls back, and I'm looking for it to hold off this past candle's low right here, which we can see price again pulls back inside bar candle here. Next candle pulls back right off of VWAP. Look where we have VWAP here right beneath price. Look at this. So you've got this higher low. You've got a VWAP right here to look for that next higher low to form and able to capture this for a beautiful trade. Could not have asked for a better trade. 360 to 395. I knew he had range to 4. That psychological level overhead and trade that to a T. And so now I've got some stuff working here. I'm starting to build some confidence back up, thankfully, but the lack of opportunity definitely had me sort of stuck because now I'm just watching this. Nothing else is really moving, but traded it very well. Now, price pulls back, sort of breaks down, and I step away from it because from here, of course, it's a backside move. You're underneath VWAP, underneath moving averages. But then price reclaims. Price moves back up over the highs, double tops off the high, and I'm like, let's look for that pullback because now we've double topped. We're going to reject and pull back and trace back lower. And so as price retraces, what we know we have identified here is, look, higher low. So we can capitalize here. Take a look. Because now we've identified we have buyers. So what can we expect if price pulls back again? Buyers. And so price pulls back. We're able to capture a pretty nice win here. Again, from 368 all the way back up into the 395s. And so we've got 10% here. I didn't play it through the highs because at this point, I was just happy to have some profit on the morning. And I was just trying to regain composure really all morning. But that's really how the morning went. There was nothing else to it. That was this morning for me. And HWA really was a frustrating thing. And what it is I get tilted whenever things happen that are out of my control. Things that happen that I can't do anything about. I couldn't have managed risk any other type of way because it just knifed straight down underneath my stop with 15, 20 cents of slippage. And so it's just extremely frustrating. So that's the morning. Not the morning that I would have wanted, but it's the morning that we have to have sometimes. And for that, again, we can't look back and have hindsight and say, well, I should have done this. It's just a matter of saying, look, this happened, something that was out of my control. Let's sit back for a second, look at it from an outside perspective and say, look, I could not have done anything differently here. I just need to execute to my plan. If I hit my max loss, I'll step away for the day. If not, let's just stay composed. It's been an awesome month. Last month was great. This month so far is an amazing start since last week. Seeing some hotness back in the market. But that's just the reality of trading. And hopefully you guys can learn something from me from this because, again, it was a pretty tough, grindy day out there today. That being said, if you did learn something from this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button for daily content just like this. And as always, make sure to claim access to your 7-day free trial to watch me trade these stocks and so much more in real time every single day. And get alerts, watch list, chat room access, watch list, and so much more. You can find that link down in the description below. And that being said, I will see you guys there.